Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Sam Harrell. I'm an information officer with the Alaska Incident Management Team. I'm here with an operational update for the afternoon of September 23rd. I just spoke with our operations chief, Karen Scholl, and she gave me a little lowdown on what's happening this afternoon. We were expecting possibly some wind-driven fire and able to carry some embers and such, and it hasn't really materialized quite as we were anticipating, but there has been some fire growth, and let me tell you about what Karen shared with me here. We have fire crews in here on the road that's above South Fork of Trinity along a Rattlesnake Ridge here. They are putting fire on the ground and letting it back down the slope into the wind that we have happening. This is allowing it to slowly grow down the slope towards the river in the bottom. The fire's edge is slowly coming down the slope on the other side. If we would let the fire go from the bottom up, well, on that up slope, it would really gain energy and become much more erratic, and the possibility of it casting embers would be much greater. And so by the tactics that the firefighters are using this afternoon, this is a much more controlled way to use the fire to our advantage. This same wind that was forecasted for coming out of the west, as it hits South Fork Mountain here, it's really changing its characteristic once it comes to the other side. And that's kind of turning a little bit, and so it's becoming more of a out of the west going straight to the east. And what's happening is as the fire is coming off a Rattlesnake Ridge down into the Little Rattlesnake Creek, it's being shielded by the ridge and it's not really getting pushed by the wind. That's a good thing, and so it's slowly just moving down into the drainage. We're seeing a little growth here, we're seeing a little growth over here, but none of this is alarming, and it's not casting those embers that we were worried about earlier in the day. Seeing some growth over here in Snow Gap, much as expected and much as it has been growing for the past several days. Crews that folks have been seeing in Post Mountain area here, they're not seeing quite as many yellow shirts around in the area. The dozer line that is around the community is in and it's plumbed, but we wanted the firefighters more out here ready to be engaged should the fire start to get up and move a little more quicker than what we would want it to. And so it's not that we're stepping away from Post Mountain or any way. We're still looking out for friends and neighbors up here in the community. We just have our forces down here poised and queued for a little closer attack should the fire want to get up and move on us. 36 is still open. Might be some smoke impacts. Please drive cautious and slow through the smoke. Turn your headlights on. Look out for other people on the road. Work is going good up here. They're anticipating as this grows. So things are really looking good this afternoon, where we were concerned earlier that perhaps it could still get out of hand. It's still very dry out there. We still have this wind component well into the evening. We've been able to keep a good burn going on late into the evening and into the night because it's slow for the humidities to recover overnight. That happens much later, early morning is when that's happening. And we are expecting that tomorrow. Tomorrow could start out a little cloudy with maybe a chance of precipitation, not enough to wet much, but just kind of raise the humidity some. But most of that's going to stay on this side of South Fork Mountain. It's really not going to make it over here to where we really need it. But it's still going to keep the fire energy down and kind of keep things a little bit more mellow. Crews are making good progress today, and they will work in tonight with our overnight shift, paying attention and staying focused out there. We'd kind of told you a little bit of what may be happening today, and checking with ops, things are going well out there, and just wanted to let people know that things are fine and it's looking good out there. Should anything change, though, we can be right here and let you know. Thank you very much.